Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a vlog of me installing this hair. I've had this hair for a minute, and when I say a minute, I've had this hair for more than a year. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite hairs. I'm not sure what company this hair is from or where I purchased it, but I do know that is one of my favorite hair. I just want to show you guys just the lace, the curl pattern probably like changed by now, but it's still wet. I literally sprayed it and just got dressed and it dried up and turned into this, but it's not fully done yet. So yeah, pretty much I'm just going to show you like a beginner friendly glue-free video on how to install a 13x4 frontal with curly hair. I believe this is water wave or wet and wavy. I'm not too positive. I'm gonna try to dig and find the hair company, but thank you guys for tuning in, and hit that subscribe button as well as that thumbs up at the end. But yeah, here goes. Okay guys, so pretty much I decided, why not record myself installing my hair? No, I'm not a professional, but I've done my hair enough times to know that, okay, this looks good. This is what I like. I don't want to pay these rude hairstylists who don't have no manners, who be late, ask for a deposit, still be late, things like that. So pretty much I decided, like, why not make like just a beginner friendly type of video. So pretty much this is glueless. I don't know if anybody else has these issues, but I have like an issue with like glue and things like that. So any kind of glue, the first time I got a frontal, I had to take it off the same night or like the night after I got it done, because like my forehead right here was like breaking out in hives and just scratching and just little things like that. And honestly, I was not here for it. So pretty much, guys, all I use to hold my lace down is this, the black one, because I do not use the yellow one. I've only specifically used this, and I have not been irritated. I have not been like extra itchy, nothing. Like, you know, when your frontal is trying to come off and it's like nothing. So I use this, and to seal it, like let's say I'm going in like something with a steam or something like that, then I'll go in and I'll hold it with this freeze spray. So I put this on top. I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Okay guys, so first and foremost, I put my cap on. I do not melt. I put my cap on. I put a little foundation on it, as you can see, because it's already close to my skin tone. So I put a little foundation on it. I do not lay my edges. I do not mess with my edges. I rub a little oil in, put my cap on, that's it. Because the cap can be a little tight, I do go in and I take my scissors. So any one of these like little mini scissors, and I just hold it out like this, and I make a little slit. So like this part isn't as tight, but the band is still holding that one. So I cut just in the back, I cut here and let it open up a little bit, so it eases the tension off my head. After that, I do go in and I put the wig on my head. This wig is looking crazy because I just washed it, y'all. Just washed it, and for the most part I put it back here. I think I could go like this. What y'all think? Let me stop. Next, I just take my hot comb, which I've had heating up, and I hold this and I just sort of like use it to flatten out the front part of the frontal. I won't suggest doing this if you're not 100% comfortable. You are able to do this on the mannequin head. I personally prefer to do it on my head so I can see how flat it is. I just need it to be a little flat, and then I keep just going like this for the most part. Now that I've gone ahead and gotten the frontal flat, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off my head. I did put it in like a little bun. What I do is I flip it open and I just put it down in front of me like this. Then I just take a little bit of my foundation. I'm almost running out. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. And what I do is I use this beauty blender and I dab it out on my hand. And then I kind of just dab it across the lace lightly. Like when I say lightly, I dab it lightly. I'm about to show y'all how I do it, so y'all can see. Let me just do one half and then I'm gonna do the other half for y'all. Y'all don't mind that little invisible thread that's here. You don't see it on the top, which is the best part. So my lace tore, so I was able to actually stitch it back up. But now you can see that the stitching came out. So I'm gonna have to take these old stitches out and re-stitch this, which I don't mind because I really love this wig and I've had it for a minute. Now that I've gone ahead and put the makeup on my lace, I'm now adjusting the back to my head. I don't like it too tight, but I don't like it too loose, so I do it just right for me. Everyone has their own preference. Just go ahead on in and adjust that bad boy to your liking. You see, if this wig was just a little tighter, I wouldn't even have to worry about sealing it down. Let me tell y'all, because the back snaps on like a glove. Like when I say a glove, it snaps on like a glove. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull that down. I'm actually gonna do that to the other side, because when you do not melt, when you're someone like me, lazy, you need to make sure that the cap is to your liking. So I simply just go ahead and I evenly measure out the lace, and as you can see, what fucking scalp? I said what fucking scalp, bitch. I mean, what fucking lace? Like, look, up, girl, play with me if you want to. And this is not invisible. This is not HD. This is the regular lace that I found. And if I could remember the wig, I will link it below where I got it. But this wig is the bomb, y'all. And it's like, I don't want to get rid of it because I just don't. Like, it's one of my favorite wigs, and I'm still trying to freaking remember where I got the dang thing. So yeah. Well, now that I've got it evened out and I know where I want it on my head, time to get to work. Okay guys, so now what I do is I completely flip the wig up like this. I do not pull it back. I just flip the wig up like this, okay? And I actually just started doing this method. What I want to do, what you want to do is you want to take a piece of paper towel, okay? Just a piece. I do not use cotton balls because cotton balls leave those little frilly things over on your face that I do not like. What I do is I just go ahead, I take some alcohol and I rub it across my forehead right here. Even though I just took a shower and I washed my face and exfoliated and stuff, I still do this part. Just because there's always like dirt and stuff that still comes up. Now, once that's taken care of, I actually make sure that this is fully, completely back. What I do now is I like make sure that the cap is all flat and good. And I take one of these bad boys. You want to now take this, and what I do is I squeeze some on my hand right here, just a little bit, as I need. I don't want to overdo it. And then I just go ahead and I put this across my perimeter. Quick, easy method, especially if you're in a rush, girl. Especially if you're in a rush. What I will tell you is you can also just start in the sides and then go over, and then start on the other side and go over, just in case you're more comfortable doing that. But I personally, when I'm in a rush like this and I still want to be able to just do other things before I head out, I go like this. Don't worry about the mess. You will clean it up after. Now you want to take your blow dryer. And you just want to do that for a second. You don't want it to dry, because what you want to do is go back in with a second coat of the got to be. Make sure when you are putting the got to be on your hair, it is what do you call it, being laid flat. Make sure there's not like any clumpy pieces or anything. It just is better for the lace, especially if you have a brown lace like me and not an HD or a transparent. So like, see how this is gulpy? Yeah, no, you want to spread that across. Spread it across. Don't be selfish with the got to be either. Be as generous as possible, but keep in mind that you don't want to overdo it. So what I do is I take a paper towel and actually wipe the ends of this off. I go back in with my blow dryer. You want to make sure you take it off when it is tacky. It'll start to look like a gooey, like instead of clear, it'll start getting a little white. Not white, but like, you know, just a little color. It'll start looking like spit. I don't want to say spit, but it'll start looking different than when you first laid it on. So what I do now is I actually make sure I clear any hair out the way. Then I simply bring the front part down after the front. I do go to the side here and then to this side. And what I normally do is I hold it for a second. Just hold that, baby. Just hold it. If you find that you are having issues with the side flaps, have no fear. We can go back to those. So what I do is I just hold it there. I simply just hold it. Once I feel like the hold is down, I'll go ahead and voila. Now that it's down, I do go back in with the blow dryer. As you go in with the blow dryer, just take your comb and seal that front down. Okay guys, so I love this wig so much, but this is probably my last wear, because you can see that the lace is thinning here and like here, like you can see that is slowly going, but I know how to make it look good because it's my lace regardless at the end of the day. But yeah, this is probably my last wear. I'm probably gonna buy the same wig again. Let me just go back in my emails and find when I purchased this. I don't even know when I did that. Let me find where I bought this from. But yeah, started on my head and I got places to go, so I'm gonna finesse it, period. So yeah, pretty much now I'm gonna go in with this bad boy because I want it to be a little sealed. I don't want it to be up for like a week or two. So pretty much what I do is I go in and I pretty much just spray the lace one side at a time, and then I rub it in. As I rub it in, I put the blow dryer on cool and I let that dry. Now I'm about to just do it around the perimeter. I'm not gonna record that. Self-explanatory. Rub it, wipe it through, seal it with the blow dryer. That's it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and tie my lace down. You can use a scarf. I preferably use this. This is a wig strap. So as I tie this down, what I go ahead and do is drop the hair, re-plug in my hot comb, or return on my hot comb. I get the brush I was using, and then I just simply brush out this long, bouncy, curly hair. Bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, 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 do it, do it, do it, do it. You know that I'll be rocking to it, just do it, do it. No need to ask where I'm from, you already know. I represent the A from my head to my toe. That used to be my shit. Okay, so now that I have this down, it's time to part. It's time to part. Okay, y'all, so pretty much I want a side part. I've been rocking a side part with this wig for a minute. So I don't even know where I want this part to start, if I'm being very honest. First I gotta find my damn hair, because this is a 13x4. It's not 13x6, and that's the only downside to this wig. That's the only con to this wig. Oh, and the fact that it's curly hair, so when you like brush it and stuff, for the most part, hair comes out, because as everybody knows, with curly hair, that's what happens. So hair comes out. Not an extreme amount of hair, but hair comes out. So I got the part. This is kind of in my way, so I do wait a second. But for the most part, I do go ahead and start with the hot comb once it gets hot. So now that I've gotten that part a little flat, I do go in with this hair wax stick that I did get from the beauty supply store. I'm not a big fan of this one, but I was desperately in need of one around Valentine's Day, so I just sort of bought anything. Pretty much what this is just oil in a stick. So what I do is I lightly dab it. On the hair, just slightly, because this hair is known to be a little drier than others, but it is curly hair, so once water hits it, it does do something totally different. But as you can see, that oil that I just put in definitely worked wonders, because it is a little shinier. I'm not a fan of putting oil in my wigs, especially after the first wash. I just think it defeats the purpose, because why wash it for it to get like that again? But yeah. Since I have a part in now, what I want to do is take the hair out of my face and get my handy dandy Q-tips and do a little cleanup around the perimeter. Because as you can see, I do have some like excess got to be and stuff like that I do want to get rid of. So I just take any old alcohol, pour some in the top, just a little bit. Take one of these, dip it in here like so, like that. And then I just go around the rim like so. Okay, now that the hair is done being cleaned up, what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go in and I'm going to use the hot comb lightly. Be careful, guys, because you do not want to burn your precious forehead. And when I tell you, you will burn your precious forehead, because when you take this lace off, you will see that mark. And I know y'all all know what I'm talking about, that dark mark. So guys, now that I've finished getting my part, I just take my concealer, my NARS concealer. I am running out, so I started to use it as like my hair concealer. I just take an eyebrow brush like this and I dab it, and I just basically cut that line. I cut that line. You don't need more than a lot. I mean, what? You don't need more than a little bit. Just cut that line as best as you want. And a little bit. Just cut that line as best as you want. I don't want to make it come over here. I just want it to stay exact. Did y'all see a part before that? Did y'all see a part before that? Now I just go back in once more. Just go back in once more. Do be very careful. Do be very careful with that hot comb. I'm gonna tell y'all firsthand, do be very careful. Today I'm not adding the baby hairs because this is curly hair and I cannot be bothered. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wet the hair up. And then yeah, that's on that. So guys, I've gone ahead and I have finished wetting up that side of the hair. So I'm only going to do one side on camera. So you see the side of the hair is wet. What I do is I now go in with this. It says load up body with coconut and shea oils, wrap me foam mousse. So it creates soft wraps, defines curls, and tames frizz for all types of hair. So I just go in. You only do this if you have curly hair, honestly. Then I just go in and I add a little more at the ends, because the ends is the most important part, as well as the body, of course, but the ends for me is the most important part, because I just go like this, and that's that. So guys, I've done both sides, so now I'm just squishing the hair, even though I don't really need to because I already know how this baby dries. I'm gonna go ahead and fluff it out in the back, and yeah, this is how it looks. This is the install. Y'all see what I'm coming from? Y'all see what I was coming from? This is curly hair, so yeah. This is the install, and I do prefer to wear it behind my ear. I've had this wig for so long, and this is my first time doing an install. Yeah, no baby hairs because that's not my vibe. Especially not with a wig, not with a wig like this. If I was wearing a straight back like that on my forehead, then I would do the baby hairs around the perimeter. But this is a side part, like, I don't want any baby hairs. So yeah. This is the final look. Let me take this off because it's killing my buzz. Y'all not really seeing me. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is the end of this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below. If I left anything out, if you have any tips, leave them below. As I said in the beginning, I'm not a professional. I feel like I wouldn't even consider myself a beginner either. I'm moderate because obviously I don't do a lot of stuff that a lot of other girls do. I have all the products, don't get me wrong. I can test everything out, and there's YouTube, obviously. And there's classes and shit now, whatever. But this wig, I plucked, I cut the lace, I installed it over and over again, you know. I'm the one who is keeping up with it and things like that. So for the most part, I think I'm doing a damn good job, and I think this install looks pretty good. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn the bell on, thumbs up, like, comment, all that. I'll see you guys in my next video.